Hey, I remembered to unmute this time. Welcome to the tiebreaker of Stage 1 of the Losers Bracket tourney. Today we have Link and Umi in a tiebreak match. The winner of this race will move on to the final stage. So it's a winner-take-all format. For anybody who was not aware, this is a gentleman's agreement tiebreaker. Link qualified fair and square, but is opting to have a little tiebreaker match. So today's goal is going to be interesting, hopefully. I mean, it might not be interesting, but I think it's interesting. Today's goal is you need to do the FM Fusion alphabet. You need to play a monster or magic card that is fused with a different letter. You need to do 23 different letters. There are only 26 letters in the alphabet, but there's no card that starts with S. So you have to get 23 of the other 25 letters. And our tracker for today is sponsored by me. We're going to attempt to track this the best we can. So that'll be it, and let's pop back in. Anybody have any, questions? Any last-minute questions? All right.
I assume spell cards count, right?
Yeah, it could be a magic card. It's just whatever you fuse has to be played to the field, because it's way easier for me to track that way if I see something on the field. I don't.
As long as, like, say, for example, if I was to make Eternal Drought Fusion and then it gets activated, that counts.
Yeah, you need to activate that. Actually, I gotta move this window because I don't want to open up the list of cards and have it be like in the way. So that should be good. Umi's got a fan in my stream. Big Bobby is a fan. I just gotta check one thing on my phone before we start because I got a text from work stuff. Let's see if they answered my question real quick, then I don't have to look at my phone the rest of the way.
I don't think there's a fusion for 8
That's for you to find out. You got 25 letters that are possible because there's a card that starts with every letter except S. Also, ignore 7 colored fish and 30,000-year white turtle. They start with numbers. You can ignore those. It'd be funny to include them, but we'll pass. Alright, I'm going to leave the race time. It'll start in 15. Everybody ready? Okay. Umi is not clicked ready on race time, so... Alright, there we go. There we go.
I was too busy looking at the list, man. I'm trying to make sure there's no.
Yeah, this is possible. This goal is possible. And I'm actually not even gonna bother, muting most of the time for this one. Alright, and everybody's off. We have LL and Fuse racing today. Big fan of LL. I'm going to do my best on tracking. Hopefully it goes too bad. Doesn't go too bad. Actually, got a little bit of time to decide if I can move this around, move this around. I just have to be able to see Discord to know if I'm muted.
I don't care about this then. We're going straight in. Simon, get over here. Oh wow, nice. I got 1-1 Dark Hole Movie Power Card, shit.
Saw a Magical Labyrinth starting deck as well. Got some good stuff today. And you can call out names of fusions just in case I miss it. It would be appreciated. I'm gonna try my best. Alright, so our runners today will have to fuse fuse cards that start with different letters of the alphabet. And so far in their first hands, neither runner has a fusion, so what a start. What a classic start.
Alright, I got my first one.
We have Flower Wolf for Umi. That is our first one for the day. Umi has one fusion out of the way. And Link has got Hyosobe, the letter H. The tracker will be erasing letters that the runners have already done. On the tracker, I'm going to erase the letter, so you can see which letters you have left. Right, we have a Dark World Thorns for Umi, letter D, and a Q for Link, Queen of Autumn Leaves. This run will be very fast-paced at the start, but it will slow down because there are some letters that require like a lot of thought. So in this run, there will be a lot of letters that are basically free, things you make every run. You'll probably get 15 of them or so without even playing any differently than normal. But there will be others that are tougher. And Umi getting a Bolt Slug and Link getting Zero Fusion again. Link is on DMK. He has board control, so he's in a good spot. Umi's on Simon. Doesn't really matter in this particular one who people choose to duel. And our tracker is working correctly, so that's good. So far, there's been a lot of struggles to fuse so far. That... Oh, do we count that as T or I? It starts with a T, so that's T. Yeah. The T.
Oh yeah, it's the Immortal Thunder. Damn,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna count that as T because I actually didn't think of that. Looking in order, right? Yeah, that's a T.
Gotcha. That's fine. That's fine.
T-I-O-T.
These have to do with dodgy tracker dog fusion. It's fine.
Link, is that your second gruesome goo, or do you both have gruesome goo? Or was that DMK's gruesome goo? I think it was DMK's gruesome goo. Also, are the audio levels fine on stream? I assume they are. If you can't hear the other runners, then that's fine. That's not really the goal. So our runners, since there's a lot of letters to keep track of early on, it's probably best to just, just focus on building a normal fusion deck, and then once you've narrowed it down a little bit, you can figure out, like, which fusions specifically to make. And so if you can think of a monster, for example, that starts with the letter C, then you can, like, try to force that particular fusion. And there is no length of time requirement for this.
Got my Q for Queen of Autumn Leaves.
And there's the Q for Umi, getting Queen of Autumn Leaves. Link with the 3. 30,000 does not do anything. He makes another queen.
Oh no, I've already done D. Dang it. Never mind.
That's M. No, that's D. A D for Umi is Dark Witch. Another D. It's alright, Be knocking out letters. Umi currently in the lead with 5. The first to 23 is the winner today. Umi's not getting, or Link's not getting hands that really fuse together. Like, his deck's a lot worse for fusions.
I've already done T as well. Dang it.
We got another T for Umi. He doesn't get anything new there with Tripwire Beast. We are going to learn the alphabet today. That is the goal today. Learn the alphabet.
Stupid idiot.
Learn how to read. There we go. Link making N, Nekogal number 2.
I can get rid of G.
Umi with G, Gigatech Wolf. Currently with the lead 6-3, although it's very early. Yeah, I guarantee nobody has ever thought about like what letters the cards they fuse start with when they're playing FM. So this is a very, very unique run. Also, there is no progress requirement. If you want, you could do the entire run on Simon. Although you may find that going farther unlocks more cards. So.
That's why I treat it as a little duelist.
And if I'm wrong, if I forget to track anything, just call out a letter.
Yep.
I'm doing my best. Yo, Cubbies, this would have been your race. This would have been your race goal, Cubbies. Learn the alphabet.
Oh no, I'm stupid. Yeah, there is one you can use that one.
Link has got Boulder. Boulder Tortoise. So there are a couple letters in this that are very, very silly. And there are a couple letters that are difficult. But there are 25 possible letters. And you must get 23 of those 25. So figuring out what the difficult ones are going to be is going to be the challenge of this run. And it's okay to make a whole bunch of duplicates, you know, as long as you're making some progress.
There is M.
Rumi has knocked out Mystical Sand, the letter M. This is way easier to track with just 2 people instead of 4. This is the race I was going to ask for help with, and I'd want somebody to track 2 people while I track 2 people. But it's all right here. Cubby says good luck to both of you. Link has knocked out the letter K with Kappa Avenger. And Umi has knocked out M again for Minamushi Warrior. Just say letters, not even saying the monsters, and just throw everybody off. Link's knocked out the letter M with the Metal Dragon, a different M than Umi got. This is kind of similar to the last race goal, where you need to be making a lot of fusions. Umi, nothing new here, has already made the Immortal of Thunder, which is the letter T. And I see no fusions for Link in that hand. He can try to build with the field. He makes Stone D, the letter S. So Link has now taken the lead, 8-7. Umi's got to find something in his hand he hasn't made yet. There's definitely things in there. He makes W for Wood Remains, and he can potentially piggyback that next turn into something else as well. And Link gets the letter T for Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Pretty good one there. It's 9-8. We will definitely slow down. A lot of this will be early on.
I can now take off Z.
Umi piggybacking off of the Wood Remains to make Zombie Warrior, letter Z, and we're tied at 9. So this is indeed a race. Nice Shadow Spectre fusion for Villager 1.
It doesn't count B, but I can take off P now.
And Umi continuing on, making P for Pump King.
That'd be quite nice for me, actually. God dang it.
And Link with R for Rose Spectre of Dun. Hey, we're almost halfway. We got 10 for each of you. Something tells me this won't be a 20-minute race, though. So now Umi trying to find something in his hand he hasn't made yet. I'm not seeing anything at the moment. We have Garvis and Gig Attack. This'll work. This is D Dice Armadillo, but he has that one too. So eventually you are going to have to start looking at the cards that you, like the letters, and trying to find a card that, you know, does something there. And remember, you can also fuse with board too. Is this A-Tech Villager 1?
Feels like it.
You dropped some good stuff. Yeah, so you can talk whatever strategy you want. Like you can discuss. I'm muted in the voice call for most of the time. I'm just doing some commentary on my own end. Still seeing nothing in Umi's hand. He should probably just, you know, win this duel and move on. With the MK starting wolf, that's a little large. Link's got to beat over it. He draws a couple things. He has a Flame Serb if he wishes to take it. We'll see if he makes it. He has a Dice Armadillo. He's already made that. There's a lot of ways to do this. If you go Metal D and a Flame Serb, that's probably the best option. That is a new letter as well. And he does find the Flame Serb letter F. That is 11. Umi with the fake trap. Yeah, Judge Man is one of the difficult ones. The letter J has one fusion. It's Judge Man. But if you realize that, you can buy Judgment Hand with star chips. It costs 70, and that is your path. And Link has made Cyber Soldier for the letter C. Yeah, Cubbies, any card that can be fused, it just has to get played at the end of the turn. Way easier to track that way. So if you do like an intermediate fusion, make Dragon Zombie into Stone D, it only counts the Stone D. And Link has made Zombie Warrior, that is 13. Link with the early lead. It's definitely taking the lead back. Link is making more diverse things, and Umi's kind of struggling to make new things at the moment. Yeah. Okazi is one of the, like, stupid ones. So letter O is probably the one people skip. Like, you can look at the list of cards, and letter O is probably going to be one of the skipped ones. I forget what the other skipped one was going to be. I forget which letter it was, but there was one other, like, very easy skip. And then the rest, you have to figure out, like, what's your path to be able to make or fuse this. And Link has made his Pumpkin. That's P, 14 for Link, 10 for Umi. Umi's not made anything new in a while. Ets does not exist. At all. There is no card that starts with Ets in this game. So there's technically 3 that you can't do. Yeah, there's things for every letter. You just kind of have to, like, look at the list and realize. Like, I think the letter E only has Electric Lizard, but that's not a hard fusion to make if you can look at the list of E cards. For example, you just need a Weak Thunder and a Reptile. Yeah, I think O and Y were the two that, like, weren't being done. Yeah, Umi just getting the same few fusions in his hand every time. Like, he's getting a B, he's getting an M. And Link has found Electric Lizard, letter E. That is 15. No, buying doesn't count. It has to fuse. And Elegant Egotist is a fusion. It's not ownable, so you would have to do a 3-card fusion for Yamatron. Which is not a great idea, but that is your only way to get Y, and it might be possible, because the fusion isn't actually that hard to do. I think it's Electro Whip Raigeki, plus something. Stone Ghost for Umi, that's the letter S. Or no, it's Electro Whip plus what? It's been a while since I did Egotist fusions. Electro Whip plus Mirror, yeah, so that's not that hard to do. It's just not like the easiest thing. I don't see anything new in Umi's hand. It definitely requires you to think in a completely different way. But most of the easy cards have, like, been done already. Seeing a BJ for Link, which is not new, but that's some good drops for Umi. They're getting a couple Dragons and Thunders. Although you're going to be wanting to make unique fusions, so... Yeah, I know it's Egotist plus Wicked Dragon. Depending on your cards you have, that might be doable. But I don't know how many of our runners will know about Elegant Egotist fusion. That could also be your E as well, but you would have to just play Egotist to the field for it to count. Dice Armadillo for Link already has D, though. It's just the same cards in Umi's hand. He just keeps making the same few fusions. Umi, what was your starter equip? Power of Kaishin?
Yeah.
Okay. That's better than Magic Labyrinth, I think. Ooh, Umi has a C in his hand if he notices it. Does not make the C. He had a Celtic Guardian, potentially. Elf plus Warrior. A has one really easy one that people make all the time, and it's Armored Zombie. You just don't think about it sometimes. This is definitely a unique test of knowledge. There's another Pumpkin. It's about time where Umi might consider, swapping up his strategy a bit. He hasn't made anything new in a while. Yeah, Cockroach Knight, Cyber Soldier, Celtic Guardian come to mind. Link has Black Land in hand. And Umi has E, Electric Lizard. Yeah, there's 12 for Umi. I don't think Link can do anything new here. We decided the Immortal of Thunder is T. Because it starts with the. That's how the card list that I'm using is sorted, so that's just the way we decided to do it. Also, Curse of Dragon starts with C.
Now I can take on K.
Umi with Kaminari attack, letter K. It's nice when different people make different fusions with the same letter. So Cybersaurus is an option. Ah, Link went for the U for Uchion. He didn't get it. And there's a C. Or wait, no, that's Pumpkin again. Never mind. I thought that was going to be Curse of Dragon. Not quite. Leogun doesn't have a fusion. Link is literally just doing DMK. Link has not left DMK. Is there a reason to? I don't know. We'll find out. So let's look at the letter L really quick, because L was mentioned. What's the easiest L fusion? There was something in here, I just can't find it. Ah, yeah, Lord of the Lamp. There you go. That's the easiest one to do. Ooh, Link making twin-headed. That's a T.
Okay. I can now take off A, please.
Is this Wheel of Fortune? We playing Hangman? Playing the Wordle? Nah, that wouldn't be Wordle. If you said A, I'd have to, like, say green or yellow or... Makes another Q. Yeah, neither one's knocked out Ushioni yet. That'd be the letter U.
No, I feel like I've got like 2 more I can make before I can get out of this door. Because this is a bit of a problem. I've now finished Villager 3, so I now have to do the fucking cutscene, which is going to cost me time.
Yeah, Link hasn't left DMK yet.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
So one of the awkward ones that came to mind was the letter R.
Now T. Wait, I already did that one! Ah! Okay.
Letter R is going to require progress. Link knocks out W for Wood Remains. R is going to require progress. The only R's I can think of are Rabid Horseman
No, 'cause I've already done E.
and Raigeki. But Link already has R, so he made something. I don't know what it was. Yeah, look up. What did Link make to start with R? Ah, Rose Spectre. Yeah, that one too. I was thinking Rabid Horseman. Because you need Battle Ops Mystic Horseman. See, I can't even keep up with this, and I made the category. There's a Sword Arm of Dragon. The unique fusion. Yeah, reaction powered. Yeah, there's a lot more than I thought of. You should be at 14, Umi, if my tracker's right, and Link at 16.
Yeah, that's correct.
Rare fish, but not big enough to make Marine Beast. My goodness, there's a lot of things. So Link has saved plenty of time by sticking at DMK, but the question is, will he need to go farther to get potential fusion material? That's what this will come down to. Will he need to continue farther? We're gonna switch up the music here. We're gonna play Egypt Duel. Also, this is a tournament, so there will be more matches later on, but the finals are top 3, so the winner of this will join Master Mars and Namitai in the finals. It's elimination format, so whoever gets last place in each race out of 3 people loses 1 life, and whoever loses both of their lives is out, and whoever doesn't lose both of their lives is the champion. So it'll be a minimum of 4 matches for everybody to lose their lives. And I think I have 5 possible goals, and hopefully I don't need all 5 because I'm not that confident on one of them. So. Yeah, at some point you'll run out of obvious ones and have to think a little bit.
It's more the fact that I know what cards I want to fuse. It's more the fact of actually having the cards to fuse the specific player wants.
And you're doing a constant like alphabet juggle in your head.
For example, I don't think there's... Yeah, they're in. Okay, ignore me, I'm stupid.
Link, did you get A or did I not mark it? Okay. For some reason I thought you did. Yeah, if I have any mistakes, just tell me. Alright, Link gets the Ushioni on his second attempt. Makes the letter U. And we're being careful not to say any names in our voice. Umi's trying to figure out what to put in to do some specific fusions. Because you can definitely build your deck in a way to get certain things a lot easier. Now it is worth noting that Link would have qualified if he chose to. He is the favorite in this match. He won 2 of the 6 races. Umi did not win any races, but he got 2nd place 3 times. So this would be his first win if he can get this one. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not seeing many new cards coming in for anybody. We're gonna have to figure out how to make these fusions sooner rather than later, right? This could still be like a close to 2-hour race. It just depends on your strategy on making things. Just seeing a lot of the same cards over and over. So if you want to get the more obscure ones, then you definitely have to do some thought for that. Yeah, Umi did not do Nekogal, that's what Link made. I mean, Nekagal is one that'll probably show up in your hand eventually, so it's not a big deal, but will show up. The letter O was literally only Okazi, and that's one of the, like, ones you have to realize is probably impossible. You need 2 final flames. Nope, you got B. You got B. Yep. I always get confused on what that makes. O, J, and O, S, and Y were the 3. J is Judge Man. You need to buy Judgment Hand, which is like 70 chips. But you could also do Y for Yamadron, if your deck build can do it. So that's what it'll probably come down to for the ending. Link gets his G on attempt number 2.
I can take off C.
And we finally with C, Curse of Dragon. There's a lot of different C's. I'm surprised it took this long.
Yeah, there was only one that I was really looking for, but getting it is the problem.
Yeah. I think we had a Cyber Soldier on the other side. We had Cybersaurus. We had... You could have made a Celtic Guardian earlier. You know, there's so many options for these.
I'm going to be honest, a few of them are very difficult. I don't think there's a couple of them that I don't think we can do, actually.
You mean the letters?
Yeah.
Yeah, we...
Wait, I'm just... My apologies.
There are...
Okay, there's one I can do, but I don't have the card to make it.
There are 25 letters that exist because there is no S. And every other letter has at least one fusion. Link, my chat's asking about the letter A again. Did you make the letter A? Okay, alright. I'll go back and double check at some point, but I trust you. Okay, alright. That's, see, I thought you made that earlier, and then I missed when you actually made it. I can't imagine doing the 4-person race trying to track. So I feel like at some point, Link is going to have to make some progress through the game. I feel like at some point, both runners are going to have to make it
One of the cards I want to make, I can't make because fucking card don't exist, dude.
Yes, it does start with T for the... It's just, I didn't realize that until it was too late, so I just decided it counts as T, because the card list is sorted that way. So, that's how we figured it out. Yo, Rain Candy's here for the first time during the tournament. Welcome. Missing out on this exciting goal. Hope you know what letters cards start with. You got a physical sheet of paper there. Writing notes. It's nice. See, all I have to do is press delete on the key. And it counts 1. What are letters? Can someone in chat explain what letters are? Letters are emails, but paper. As I said, there is a monster that starts with every letter, and every letter does have a monster that is a fusion.
Oh, so stupid.
Monster or card, you know.
Yeah.
I think one of them is only magic. I'm not going to say which letter, obviously, but... most of them have multiple. I think E only had Electric Lizard, which is what you both made.
You know what's really annoying? I think I know which one is...
if you've guessed which one, you probably don't want to do that one. Is all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. Can I confirm which ones I'm missing, just so I know? I believe I've got 7 missing so far.
If you're going for 23, then I have you at 16.
Oh no, I haven't done D.
Link, you have 20. Umi, you have 16. What are we gonna spell out today with our letters?
Don't think this card will be used.
So Link's running out of cards to go with. It's probably I, J, and L for the finish. It might be I, L, and Y. Umi is losing a lot of time trying to figure things out at the moment. Yeah, we could fuse Ivan. And it is worth noting that Link has every single one, like they're all missing the same six. Umi just has 4 extra to do to catch up. Oh yeah, it definitely gets tricky when you're trying to think of like what is this.
Okay, well I've got L.
Umi, the first one to knock out the letter L, so everything I said is now gone. Everything I said is not correct anymore. Umi has figured out the letter L.
3 in the alphabet, they're in a row. H, I, and J are.
Well, Umi figured out L, so that's progress. Now, Chin, you may have to realize that you need to, like, continue farming or go farther through the tourney to unlock specific cards. Depending on what you want to choose to make. So we had a question about the letter I. You can make Ice Water, and you can make Invader of the Throne. And you could fuse like Invisible Wire or Invig or something. Ice Water is female plus fish. It's the easiest one on that list. But people may not realize that's a fusion, and then they might be stuck on something a little more difficult. I purposely sent a list that doesn't have a list of every fusion in the game as well. Umi does have an elf slight. That's interesting. Let me look at Pocket Duelist really quick. I just want to see what elf slight is used in fusions for. Ah! Fuses Eternal Rest and Contract to Mask. Yo, I saw you got like a 302 or something. That's insanely good. Congratulations. Unless you PB'd again after that. That would be even more insane. Yo, GG's. I think 3 gigs is enough for FM? Yes. Yes. My old laptop could run it. And it had like 3 gigs. Or maybe it was 4 gigs. It didn't have much, but it had enough. It ran EPS at Z, some version of it. I don't remember which one, but it was good enough. It is worth noting you could win a Final Flame from Villager 1 BCD, and then like 2 Hinotamas from Seto 1 and fuse Okazi. You know, that is an option for the letter O. It's not a fun option, but O is one of the harder ones. J is Judge Man, which you can buy Judgment Hand with Star Chips. That is the path we're looking for there. That is the only fusion for J, unless, and this is very interesting, Umi has Power of Kaishin. If he gets a forest, he can fuse Javelin Beetle Pact with his Power of Kaishin starting equip. That is a very interesting fusion that he could do if he realizes that. Now, if you've never done Hondo, you do not have any idea that that's even a fusion probably, but that is a thing. Forest plus Kaishin. So Link is finally doing his Jono cutscene. He dueled, I believe, Villager 1. And as I said before, the Judgment Hand is actually 60 star chips. I thought it was 70. If you realize Judgment is a fusion, then you can do 60 star chips, buy Judgment Hand, put a warrior on it, and you have Judgment. That's the path to the letter J. It's not a hard path, you just have to know that that fusion exists. And Umi has knocked out the letter U, finally. I got your U, Umi.
Yeah, I've already done that one.
Oh, I didn't have it marked. Whoops. Well, I have it marked now.
The ones that I haven't got marked at the minute are H, I, J, O, R, Y, V.
And X, yeah. And obviously X. It's on my tracker, but it's not possible.
Have either of us got Y yet? Or have I just been stupid?
Link has H and R, Umi has L. Everything else is the same.
So I must be missing something.
Is Alfarg done yet, by the way? Like, he should be done by now.
Unless you've done the fusion, I'm thinking.
There's no way Alfarg isn't done yet. H is also a fairly unique one. H has a couple things you can fuse, but like the...
I can think of is a certain card that you can only win. I don't have the card, I don't want to win. The other card that I'm trying to win is another one. Doesn't exist.
Yeah. Hyosobe and Hinotama are probably the two easiest. If you win a Sparks from Seto 1, you can buy Sparks and do that fusion for 10. There's a couple other random things. You can fuse Hamburger Recipe, but like that's not any easier. Yeah, Hyosobe's free if you have Psychic Kappa. If you don't have Psychic Kappa, that one might like
so stupid.
like not come to
Did
mind.
you been staring at me in the face? Right, I know which one I need to do R instead. Start on one the card necessary, but it's fine, I can go find it.
Yeah, Ets is it. Ets does not exist.
Can I confirm O is the spell card, correct?
O is a spell card only.
Yeah, I am not doing that.
It's doable, but not fun. It requires a specific drop,
Yes.
and it's like an 18. And you need,
Hey, I won it twice in my last one.
and you need either 2 of them or some help. You know, you can farm for that if you want to.
Yeah, because you need double sparks.
There's a couple paths to it. You need 2 final flames, but you can fuse the second one by having 2 Hinotamas or 2 sparks and a Hinotama. So it's an adventure.
Yeah.
But
It's a painful one.
Yeah.
To do it.
But Okazi is the only O that exists, and Final Flame is obtainable. So if you want to make that your path, you know,
No.
you could do your fusions on Villager 1. Maybe get the drop.
I'm gonna go over to...
Link is studying. Don't worry about it. Link is studying.
Okay, so the next thing I need to do is where this card drops. I have a feeling I'm not gonna like the answer. Okay, I can... See, I can go get it from Villager 1, but it's... 12.
Check Villager
Can't
1's
get the
drop
mountain
table.
mage right now. It's still at 12.
Ah, Umi was thinking of Judgment Hand.
List again.
Umi was thinking of Judgment Hand just now.
Stupid again. It's killing me.
Yeah, Chin, that's the path for sure. Judgment Hand requires buying Judgment Hand for 60 or dropping it from Villager 1 SPAL, which you can't do Final Flame and Judgment Hand at the same time.
See, I feel like I'm right to think that there's only one on J.
There's multiple, but there's one kind of obvious one and a couple possible but interesting.
Okay, well I know there's one that you can fuse, but I didn't think it was...
See, at some point,
It means trying to obtain several cards that just seems to be a bit difficult.
at some point this just turns into planning and like trying to figure out like what you need to go for. It's kind of interesting goal.
Yeah. It's because I can go get H, but it don't help when the card doesn't want to drop.
And I'm not going to mention it, but reminder to our runners, we do have star chips available. So
And again with R.
I'm not going to mention the star chips part to our runners, but remember, if your path is you're walled because you can't get Psychic Kappa to make K, well, Psychic Kappa is 30 star chips.
I can't do those one.
Link definitely had a Psychic Kappa. Link definitely had a Psychic Kappa. Umi might not even be thinking about the letter K right now. A lot of big research happening at the moment. The runners are messing around in Egypt. And Umi does not have the letter V. Oh, my bad, when I mentioned earlier, Link also has V and you don't. My bad.
Yeah, that
What?
one's obvious.
Okay.
So I'm not too worried about it. But again, it's another one of the things where I know what I need to use it, and actually having the card to use it.
Yeah, V should be pretty obvious if you look at the list. There's only 6 cards that start with that letter. I mean, technically you confuse Vile Germs or Violet Crystal. Oh, I can't wait to tell Umi about his J.
Haven't got the right fish.
I can't wait to tell Umi about his letter J Javelin Beetle Pact fusion that he can do. Because remember, Javelin Beetle Pact can be fused, you just can't summon Javelin Beetle. This is forbidden Hundo knowledge. But Javelin Beetle Pact is Power of Kaishin plus Forest. Power of Kaishin plus Forest. Forest is from Seto 1, and Power of Kaishin is on Umi's starter deck. That was like 2 Thunders and a Beast Fangs? Hold on. What's Beast Fangs plus Beast Fangs again? Ah, it's Ikaboon. Oh, we already have that. I was like, we're gonna fuse 2 Beast Fangs together.
That was in the drop pool as well.
Ikaboon. Nice, you can attack with your House of Adhesive Tape and your Beast and your Ikaboon.
I mean, Ikaboon is viable for set of 1.
House of Adhesive Tape for Ajax Jono. I'm a big fan. And Link is moving on to Haishin. So Link has probably realized that progress is needed to obtain certain things. And Umi just said the magic words of buying cards as the magic words. So by buying cards, you can pick a card to buy with star chips, a card or two. Right now, Umi's kind of stuck because he's just not winning the specific cards he needs to make some of the other fusions. R is Rabid Horseman, Raigeki. We thought of a couple other ones as well. Rabid Horseman's not too bad. You can get Mystic Horseman and Battle-Ots from like Mai and Keith Pal. Or Raigeki if you get Electro Whip and Metal Morph. Like, you need specific cards either way. Ooh, is Link gonna go for it? Ah, he's gonna check and see what comes out turn 1. He has a Beast Fang, so he can make a 33 if he draws. Nah, it's MBD. It's over. That was a good attempt at beating High Shin, Link. And it's the MBD.
See, I think I don't need to leave Egypt 1.
Sorry, technical difficulties on the audio. I think I sorted it out. We're opting to just do FM soundtrack because I would hear double. So right now, progress update. Umi is missing H, R, and V that Link has. H was Hyosobe, R was Rose Spectre, V was Vermilion Sparrow. All three are fairly easy. 2 of them need specific cards, and 1 just needs a lot of Pyros and Warriors. And Link is missing the letter L that Umi has. The only reasonable L is Lord of the Lamp. But you could potentially do Legendary Sword if you can make Flame Swordsman and put Umi on top of it. And then everybody is missing I, J, O, and Y. S is also not possible. So I, we're looking at Ice Water, J, probably Judge Man, and then O and Y are the 2 ones that are really only magics. Okazi and Yamadron are like the 2 main ones. So Link is going to Villager 1, so Link might be trying to pick up Judgment Hand or Final Flame or just go for some Star Chips. Not exactly sure. As far as we know, nobody's going to make any, like, new fusions. Ah, yeah, Cockroach Knight. There's a lot of C's, like we said. It's a pretty common card.
So, for example, the other one I was thinking for W was Wow Warrior.
Nice Forbidden Fusion. Oh, never mind. Thought that would make Amazon of the Seas, but it was,
I was thinking that.
Unfortunate.
I'm missing the wrong card.
So it's fish plus female, but the fish can't be a female. You need a fish instead. Like,
I assume I've got to use Wow Warrior and a female.
WoW Warrior is what I usually do, yeah. I mean, you can ask Namitai, they make that every time. They attack with it for game. Well, this was gonna be Link, Mars, Cubbies, and Ceres in this race, and I'm not able to track 4 people at the same time. That's impossible, at least at the beginning. Like, right now, nothing's really happening. Link's studying.
Okay. So that's one card that I needed.
So I assume Link is going in for, or not Link, Umi's going in for Vermilion Sparrow. He finally won some Pyros off of Jono. He's got a lot of warriors in hand. That's a good start.
Give me an idea of what card I do need to. That's made me feel a bit happier actually. There's a card that I can now go purchase that will give me one that is a little bit more difficult to use.
Yeah, so what is Umi going to buy?
I'm still not one of my lists. Two is difficult to use.
If Link has an Umi in his deck, he can make Legendary Sword with this Flame Swordsman, but it's kind of impossible because it's on the field already, so it actually won't work. You do have to do it from hand.
It's either, for me, it'd be either J, O, or Y. So.
J, O, and Y are the three difficult ones. You just won Curry and Book of Secret Arts. That is hamburger recipe fusion from one duel. Insane. That's good for Hungry Burger percent right there.
Yeah.
I forgot Villager 1 drops
I need
all
H
of
as
them.
well.
Ah, we spoiled it. Oh no. Hungry Burger starts with H.
Hey, look what I've used.
Do rituals count for this? Like, can we ritual summon? It's treated like a fusion in library. Alright, Link has purchased a required card for Lord of the Lamp fusion. There is 15 chips for Mystic Lamp. That's a very easy fusion to make. He didn't have Mystic Lamp, so he was locked out of that. Yeah, that's really the only path to the letter L outside of Legendary Sword.
Let me go outside.
So Link, I imagine, will just dump cards until he draws Lord of the Lamp here.
Do I have
And Umi, I imagine, is going to buy Judgment Hand once he gets to 60. So he's probably going for Psychic Kappa off of DMK.
I got Hinatama.
Hinatama's good. You kind of wish you won Sparks instead, so you could fuse that.
Yeah. I can always go back if I need to.
So like I said, we haven't had much progress in a while, but our runners have narrowed down like what they need to do for a few of the remaining cards, and then it should speed up a lot from here once they realize what they need. So, like, Link is waiting to draw his Lord of the Lamp here. He needs to draw Mystic Lamp, and then he gets the letter L. And then after that, he's got to figure out what to go for out of the remaining letters. And then Umi has, I assume he's farming chips for Judgment Hand right now. He's pretty close.
I need to keep them the cards in hand.
Reminder, the loser of this race is eliminated from the loser's tourney. And the winner of this race advances to the finals, which will start probably late next week or next weekend. Ideally Thursday, but it just depends on when our players are available. Umi has yet to win a match this tournament. He's got second place 3 times, and he took a gentleman's agreement to play in this elimination match.
Unleashing L.
Link has got L. That is 21 letters. Link needs to find 2 more. The reason we made this 23 out of 26 is because there's a couple that are not, you know, like a couple of them suck.
Oh yes, there we go.
Ooh, Link wins a Final Flame.
Exactly what I was after.
Link wins a Final Flame. If he has some of the magic burn cards to help him with it, he can actually... He gets 2 Final Flame. Oh, he already had one. So now he has both Final Flames. That's insane. He gets Okazi Fusion once he draws it. That's massive. That is actually massive.
V is now complete.
And Umi picks up the letter V. Link is in really good shape, though, because Okazi's one of the harder ones to get. Okazi is definitely one of the harder ones. And he did buy a Mystic Lamp. I believe he had like 25 chips to go or something. Ice Water is going to be much easier to do, but may not realize that that is a fusion. And Umi, I assume, is farming chips for Judgment Hand because he didn't buy anything yet, so... Hinotama plus MCF. Our runners aren't going to get MCF, but that is the fusion for Insect Armor plus with Laser Cannon. You know, we are missing the letter I, so... And it is nice that this goal does allow for multiple paths, because if you win certain cards, you can take a nice, nice advantage on some things. So Link needs to find his Final Flame, his other Final Flame. He does have 2 of them, which is actually massive. You know, why don't we just do Villager 1, BCDs, and Hundo? Because it's apparently common. It's apparently really common. Link's done 2 Villager 1s and has 2 Final Flames. That's 30 duels. Never shows up when you A-Tech. Meadow and Maya, it just never shows up. Oh, TMK playing Mystical Elf for Umi. That's a rough one. Yo, I'm farming channel points in both your streams. Good redemptions. 10k to make you go to Jonah 2 this run. Alright, I don't have enough though.
Don't even think about it.
Oh, only 2,500 for Link to do it. We could sabotage. Ooh, I could make him do a vanilla run instead. That would make it easier for me to win. If Link has to do his run on vanilla. I'm poor though. I could play an ad. What do you say, chat? Do you want to watch an ad?
Who hit me with bits? What the hell? Cubby's hit me with bits. Hey, my head.
Yo, Cubby, thanks for the 10 bits for Umi. There you go.
Cubby's hit me with bits.
So Link is playing this smart. Link does need to ensure he keeps a spot open on the field to do this magic fusion. So if you play a full board, you do have to like lose that space because you can't play magic on top of a monster. So Umi's strat right now is he's on Dual Master K because he drops both Arlone for Rose Spectre and Psychic Kappa for Hyosobe, and he hasn't picked up either of them. That's basically the difference in the race right now.
And this is O.
As if you've got Ukazi done. That's ridiculous.
It's
I got
insane.
Final flame off of Villager 1.
We gotta start farming this guy in Hundo. Dude, like, Final Flame doesn't exist on Atex, I swear.
I got it literally first 2 drops. It's fucking.
How many did you say we had to get? We had to get 20.
23. Link is 1 away.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm behind. There's 4 that there is 4 that I'm after, but I need to buy the cards first.
So Link's just gotta figure out his finishing plan.
Yeah, the cards first. So that's
There
what
are-
I've got over there first.
There are 3 options. You need I, J, and Y. Alright, if I win slots, I'll join the race with you guys. I lost. I get to go to bed after this, yeah. I get to go to bed after this race.
Tell you what I could have done, I could have got rid of Flame Swordsman with Umi and made Legendary Sword. That would have worked.
You have to be careful with that, because since we need the card actually played, you would have to do it all from hand, because you can't put the Umi on top of the field.
Oh yeah.
Unless you put like another card after it. Since it's an equip, I guess I could count it if you equip it to something as well, you know, that's fair, right? Equip getting played kinda doesn't do anything. I mean, you already have L, so... You A-tacking right now.
I'm known to be active.
Oh no.
Because there's one thing I need. It's quite far in going for
Ooh, Link must be going for Y then.
risk.
Is Link going for Y? Where is Electro Whip? It's on DMK A-Tech, right? No, it's on Villager 2 A-Tech. So that must be where he is. Villager 2 A-Tech. Is this the plan? Is he going for Egotist Fusion?
Cursebreaker and Mountain, dude. That's right.
Yo, you confuse Quaggar Hercules now with Kuragata Alpha.
I need it though.
Ah, that'd be a cool K.
Right, fires can come out of the day. What I do need these.
You ever made Quaggar Hercules turn 1 on Rets? I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Now I actually do need these in. Where are they? I might be able to get 2 done here, and then it is actual farming. So, 2 cards.
Alright, let me put some females in, so he's likely trying to make ice water. He must have got a fish. Alright, he has the fish in hand. So Umi's gonna be making a Hyosabe in this duel, and he's gonna be making an ice water in this duel.
I'm gonna pay attention to the times I can use, because I should be able to get an AS without.
Umi's actually in a really good spot right now if Link's committing to this A-Tech. So if he's going for Electro Whip, it's a 32 on A-Tech, which is half the rate of winning Megamorph. So it's about 1 in 6 or so to pull it from this duel. That's honestly not good odds. Not a fan of this strat, but I guess he's only bought Mystic Lamp so far. I think it would be better on average to just farm chips for Judgment Hand, and you can farm those. You can farm those chips on Villager 1.
I'm gonna get rid of the BCD.
Oh, I think that does work, but he didn't play it, so it's just female plus fish. That should work. He opted to not go for that. He's gonna try a different female. You know, he put a lot in the deck, and he's still dumping for other things as well. So let's see what the option is here. If Link gets Electro Whip, he's gonna win. I assume, because he has mirrors and he has multiple Wicked Dragons.
Okay, I is complete.
Alright.
As long as it stays on the field, I can down complete H.
That's a good combo. That's a great combo.
Then I've only got 2 left actually. I think.
You're at 20.
There's H.
And now you're at 21. Alright, so Umi has R.
Because I'm not going for O or Y.
Umi has R and O to do.
I'm trying to find, there's one card
Or
which
J.
just doesn't want to come on. And he drops all the time on me, okay?
I know what card you're looking for.
It doesn't begin with a card that I want though.
Yo, FMBR with the raid, with the party of 181. Welcome to the tiebreaker match of first stage. Our runners are very close to being done. Link is 1 card away. Umi is 2 away.
Then that's hard. And then I have to, it's like a winning buy the card for J to be.
Yo, welcome everybody who was watching the race between Alfarg and Canitz. I heard it was a pretty lopsided start, but I did not hear how it finished, so hopefully it was a good race either way. We got the FMBR raid. Got some good luck in the chat from Komari. So in this race, our runners have to fuse a monster.
Try and find, but 9 times out of 10 it's in your starter deck.
They have to fuse a monster or magic card
I'm not 100% if it
and play it.
is quick enough.
And you have to have a card that starts with a unique letter, and you have to have 23 different letters. Link is 1 away from finishing. Umi needs to find 2 more. And there are plenty of options. There are no cards that start with the letter S, and every other letter is doable.
Yeah, nowhere else drops it that I need it.
So at this point, it's just a matter of trying to find things. Link is doing a pretty risky strat. He's looking for Electro Whip off Villager 2 A-Tech. If he gets it... Wait, this isn't Villager... Wait, who is... What? Who is... Link... This isn't Villager 2. This is very much not Villager 2. Link, who are you dueling?
This is Villager 1.
Okay, I was confused there for a minute. Now I don't know what Link is going for. I assumed he's going for Electro Whip. So if he's A-Teching Villager 1,
Try not to care.
what could he be looking for? What could he be looking for here? There's a lot of things, but I'm honestly not sure what he's looking for. I guess we'll find out if he wins it.
Get me the card and then I didn't get it.
Is that Final Flame again?
I did get one.
My goodness. You'll have to tell me at the end what card you're going for because I'm lost. Don't spoil it. I'm having fun trying to figure it out.
I don't mind spoiling what cards I'm gonna I'll tell you what card I'm trying to win and what card I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy the Judgment Hand. I'm trying to win the pesky card known as Lucky Parlay.
My god, that's a lot of magic.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's how you made R, so
I started with it.
yeah.
Yeah. Because the only other one that I was thinking of using is Ryukushin Powered. But you can't win Ryukushin anywhere.
Rats drops it. A couple people drop it.
For me, Rex is just too far.
You want to know the first card that came to mind when I was looking at R? There's actually several, but the first one that came to mind was Rabid Horseman.
I did think that, but like...
Two
trying to get-
two uniques that you have to win, but they're common. Fairly common.
Yeah, they are common, but it's just getting them where needed.
There's actually a ton of choices for R, but they're all like difficult in their own way.
Yeah.
So you're going for that as R then.
Yeah,
Umi had a problem. Like, Umi would be in really good shape if he had just one Psychic Kappa rather than buying it. Umi had to waste 30 chips on a Psychic Kappa. I don't know what letter Link was trying to A-Tech for either. I thought he was on a different duelist for like the first 4 minutes of his A-Tech.
I mean, I could go look at the stream and see what letter you're looking for. But,
I think I know what he's looking for, but I'm still unsure. It's alright.
Right, you know what? I'm changing my tactic. I'm gonna look to win this one by you all because it's just not.
Quite an interesting one. The reason why I was A-teching.
We'll definitely have to hear the strategy later on. I think I know what you wanted, and it's interesting. It's very interesting. Do you have a Yami by chance?
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
You know what?
It took me a while, but I figured it
I have
out.
a feeling I know where you're going.
You know how many times I've used that card? Actually 0. If it's
I've used it once.
yeah, I think I win that every time I do Hundo at some point. Were you trying to make invisible wire fusion? By chance. Ah!
yeah, there's 2 cards that I'm thinking.
There's a couple, you know. There's like 4 for I, you know. I mean, I can rule out one of them.
Invisible wire configuration fusion.
Well, we can rule out insect armor because you need MCF, and that's not there. I don't think it's there. Is MCF on Village 1 A-Tech? I don't know. Dude, there's too many cards here. Oh, see, this is complicated as a viewer. It's complicated as a runner, but it's not 2.5-hour race. Hopefully.
I can't believe you got me. Oh well, that's actually bad.
He has 3 Final Flames, and I think you have a Hinotama also. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do.
Like if you had to, you could buy like sparks and work your way up because you had 1 Final Flame, but he gets 2 in 2 duels. O was one of the ones that, like, the reason I made it 23 was because, like, O is just gonna be impossible.
I got the wrong one.
O's gonna be impossible, and Link just gets it, you know, easy. Trying to punch his ticket into finals with this ISO.
Honestly, I'm surprised the line I went for. Obviously, I'm not going to spoil which one I got, but I'm surprised the Link hasn't gone for it yet.
He might not know about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm not saying.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you might not even know that that's a fusion. That's the thing with some of these.
That was one that that was the first one I immediately thought of for that one, because I knew it was.
Yeah, there's a couple that have like 1 obvious one, and then there's some that don't even have 1 obvious one. Like, I guess I can spoil J because you've already talked about it. What else is there for J? It's like not much. But how many people?
I know you'd be confused how many people in this game.
How many people know that Judge Man can be fused? Probably not even everybody knows that. Unless you've seen Meadow do it. I can't wait for the interview after this one's done. I'm excited for this one. I'm so excited to tell Umi that he confused Javelin Beetle Pact with his starter equip. If he loses the race, that's gonna be insane. I think Umi has the best path to victory right now. Because that letter I. That,
I need to get this card from DMK, or else it's going to cost me.
that letter I is the big one.
Why am I winning the
That letter I is going to be the difference for Umi, I think, because if he wins one card, he can buy the other, and then he has 2 easy fusions. Link is struggling to find his last card. There's 3 options. He does not seem to know Ice Water exists, so he's struggling for the letter I. Yeah, Umi's going to get R, and he's going to be able to get J when he buys Judgment Hand. So Umi might make this comeback. Link has to figure something out fast because Umi's only a couple duels, maybe 5 duels maximum from being done because he has a path to finishing. Link is missing something. Even though he got the O, he's missing something that can be done. And that's the letter I. Link may have found something. If he found something, like, it's a really easy fusion to make if he just, you know, remembers that's a thing. He can just make it in that duel very quickly if he has a fish. Well, a weak enough fish. Like, if he has the cards, that fusion's extremely easy. If he doesn't know about it, then he's going to have a lot of problems with that letter. And you could, of course, buy the fish, potentially. White Dolphin's probably 15 chips. He's probably going to look to see if he has one. If he's scrolling to fish, I think he has the win. We'll see what he scrolls to here. He might be... What is he looking for right now?
You got me scared, dude. I don't know what you're looking for.
I don't know what he's looking for either. This is great. It's like the 4 layers of suspense. White Dolphin is 20 starships if you need a fish. Yo, nice D-human. This is turning out to be incredibly close, everybody. I think Umi's in a really good spot here. Like, it's tough to say, but I think Umi's in the best spot at the moment. Like, it's really tight, but, like... Oh, Link is going back in for another A-Tech, I think. If he's going for Villager 2 A-Tech for Electro Whip, that's gonna be, like, that could be a win, but, like, he's going for a 32 on A-Tech if that's what he's going for here. He's going for Seto. What is he going for on Seto? Oh my god. Okay, he's not A-Tech. Yeah, never mind. He's not A-Tech. What could he possibly be going for here? Unless... No, he doesn't have Power of Kaishin. I wish I knew what Link was going for at the moment. I can understand what Umi's going for. Umi's just going for getting Judgment Hand or Arlone as a drop. And he's very close to being able to buy one of them, so he just needs something to drop. If he gets the drop, I think he's in a great spot. Link is just, like, forgetting something or not knowing something exists. Is he going for... Wait, is he going for Forest? Because he went Seto and then back to Weevil. He could be going for Forest. But What is he planning to do with the forest? Oh yeah, you're allowed to use any info you want for that. Yeah, like, you can fuse Javelin Beetle Pact if you have Forest, but Power of Kaishin's not on anybody outside of Shoddy. So, unless you A-Tech. Forest is 55 chips. And the thing is, Umi could just buy Forest and fuse Javelin Beetle Pact, but he does not have that knowledge. Javelin Beetle Pact's very interesting because it's one of two ritual monsters you can't make, but you can still make the spell. You just can't make it because the material doesn't exist. You don't have Hercules Beetle in the game. Still don't know what Link is going for. He's back into Weevil. But I don't see what Forest does for Link.
You have a card I want. Have it. Please.
There is no time limit, but Umi will be done in the next 20 minutes. Probably. I would hope. I would hope he'd be done in the next 20 minutes.
It's not dropped it.
So Arlone from DMK is an 18 on BCD, a 13 on PAL. The highest rate for Arlone in the game is only a 26 on Weevil BCD. For the card I'm pretty sure you're going for, I used to farm for those in my Fiend run, and it sucked. It sucked. It's actually most common of the people we have access to on Seto. I think you just realized it's on Seto. It's actually a bit more common on Seto. Slightly more common on Seto. I want to see what Link is going for. Link, what letter is your plan, or are you not telling?
It's still the same letter.
Just a different card. Yeah. Yeah, chat's trying to solve the mystery right now. Yeah, we're like, I'm pulling up Weevil's drop table right now. It's like, what card does he look? Oh, I know what you're looking for. Ah, I see it. I see it now. Yeah. Okay.
That's a clever one, isn't it?
That is, I looked at that because I was looking at the cards for that letter about an hour ago, and yeah. So chat, Protector of the Throne is a 26. Protector of the Throne plus Fiend makes Invader of the Throne. And that is Link's path to getting the letter I. He's gonna hate it when we tell him about Ice Water. He is gonna hate it. So I hope I honestly, for Link's sake, I hope he wins this, because he missed something really easy. Like a very easy fusion with 2 weak monsters. Like weak female plus weak fish. ice water, and he has not
I've got my plan.
seen that.
See? Done.
Both runners have a plan.
Thanks to the
Both runners need a drop from somebody.
got a chance.
Link may be forgetting something existing. Because Protector of the Throne... Oh, no, it's 80. That's a little high. 80's a little high to buy. But, you know... He's already bought Mystic Lamp. He's been BCDing a lot of people. If he gets Protector of the Throne, he's done very soon. Likewise, if Umi gets Judgment Hand or Arlone, he's done very soon. He went to Seto 1 to try to get Arlone. A little more common than DMK. Just needs to make a Rose Spectre. Link's not seeing the drop either. Oh, this is extremely close. Neither player is finding it. Link is 28 chips away from buying Protector of the Throne if that's his path. But Judgment Hand is 70. Judgment Hand is 60. Ooh, what is Link buying? Judgment Hand is 60. Mayo Toko. What just happened? Am I missing something? I'm lost, dude.
That's not what
Yeah, I'm lost. I'm completely lost.
Without me spoiling one, there's one that I feel like you're gonna kick yourself until you get it.
Are we doing glitch fusions? Is this a mystery fusion?
Why do I feel like you're trying to finish your argument? So confused. I'm gonna say. No, I'm not.
Oh, so it's...
He's gonna go
Oh! Okay, that's a very interesting buy. I'll tell you more when it's over. But I see what you're trying to do now. I was just very confused on that one specific card. Because I saw you go on the star chip screen, it's like, oh, he's buying it, and then he just buys that instead.
Oh, 10 away. Come on.
Yeah. Any moon that doesn't otherwise fuse. So like the moon fiends work for that. It's the same types of things that make Wicked Dragon, and the same types of things that make Mystical Sheep #1, apparently.
Yeah, every single time.
I thought it was any fiend, but I guess it's the moon cards. See, like even my knowledge isn't perfect at the moment. Yeah, it looks like just the moons. See, I would have probably got it because I would have just put in some fiends
Yep.
and they would have worked. But
It doesn't exist. I don't have time.
oh, so it works with fiends as well. Okay.
But I don't have time. You're close. You just need one, I need two. And I need the star chips.
See, I thought it was fiends. I didn't realize it was the moon ones. I feel like you're both doing the exact same thing, just on a different person and a different card. And it's not dropping for either of you. So it's the same thing as Mystical Sheep plus Wicked Dragon plus every fiend. So, it's interesting. See, how many times have we fused Invader of the Throne? That's the question. I've fused it at least once or twice, but like, I always just put a fiend on it and call it good.
I feel like she'll activate Great Robber on that. Oh, wait, I'd see like 12 dollars.
Link made that in like duel number 2 or 3. Update. Update. Link has, or not Link, Umi has won Forest. Umi has a path to victory now. If he buys Arlone, fuses Rose Spectre, and fuses Javelin Beetle Pact with his starter Power of Kaishin, but he does not realize that is a fusion. And that's going to be the interesting thing to show in the interview. Link also could have done Ice Water super easily, but doesn't know about it. So both runners have something that they've missed that is doable, that they could make and end the run right now. Yeah, there's no way he knows Javelin Beetle Pact, but also he got the 1 in 27 luck or whatever to start with Javelin Beetle Pact. He'll put in 30 or whatever, or to start with Power of Kaishin. So, like, if he started any other equip, this isn't even an option. Yo, Link just won Arlone. 4. 4 of them.
The worst thing is I might have to do another duel now because of the fact that because I quit Keybase, it's not going to give me the AS, so I've got less power needed.
Oh, this is crazy close. Whoever gets the drop first is gonna win. Probably. And it still doesn't exist. Yo, nice Psychic Kappa. Bought the wrong one. 5 minutes, 5 minutes in advance our runners get the goal. So, doing a lot of the routing on the fly. Yeah.
I keep seeing it, trying to stop the break. It's like trying to take it.
They learned like 5 minutes before they start the run that this is what they're doing today. That's what makes this tourney so wild, is it's just some random goal and you have no time to prepare. Really tests your your skill. What's a good free video editor? I do not know a good video editor, but I use one called VideoPad that I've been using for 10 plus years. Weevil just played the card that if Link would have bought, he'd be done! Does Link realize? But it's too late now, because he spent his money on Mayotoko. You know, he was 10 chips away from Judgment Hand as well. That's the scary part. He was 10 chips away from Judgment Hand. Rose Spectre is what he's been searching for like an hour. He can't win Arlone. He couldn't win Psychic Kappa for a long time. He bought the wrong card. If he wins Arlone, he gets Rose Spectre, buys Judgment Hand, makes Judgment. Oh, Link's still not winning it. Link is still not winning it. What I would recommend, Hana, if you just use like Twitch's highlighter, you can edit, like you can just clip the beginning out, for example, and then you can just export straight to YouTube if you trim out the beginning and end. That's what I do. If you want to do any more clipping stuff like that, they do have, like YouTube will let you trim parts out if that's all you care about. And then that's about it. Yeah, Link missed Ice Water. Link just missed Ice Water. He doesn't know it exists. He looked for something. I don't know what he was looking for. Yeah, I don't know what he was looking for. And him buying Mayotoko when he was 10 chips away from Judgment Hand. Link's made a lot of misplays, but in the end, he missed the letter I. That's it. He missed the letter I, and he's struggling to find a backup plan. Which he's going for Invader of the Throne right now. Which works, but he needs a specific drop for that.
Ironically, I know it doesn't matter too much, but I was going for the wrong route. That's a card I want, but I can't have it.
How many tripwire beasts was that? God.
But don't worry, still not got the carny ones.
This is punishment for 3 final flames. Yeah, Okazi's doable if you pull a final flame. Because you can farm Seto 2, Seto 1 for like the rest of the burn.
Okay, Jay's done. Now it's a scramble.
1 to go for both of you.
All I need is if it's draw.
Oh man, is this the best race of the tourney so far? It's it's very close. Who wins their card first and who makes the fusion with the card first? Umi needs Arlone. Link is looking for Protector of the Throne. Umi got it! Umi has it!
Get in there. Go, go, go.
Umi has it!
Put it all in. I got it, I got all the way. But I have to lose this.
Still have to draw it.
I have to get it first. There. It's done. Oh,
It's in the first hand!
GG's, dude.
The comeback of the century.
What on earth was you going to make?
Make sure to done on race time, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Link is looking for a 26 off Weevil BCD right now. Just like you were looking for a 20 off of Seto.
I want to go look. I want to see what's up.
Yeah, good luck finding it.
It's been BCD.
Took us a while.
Oh my god, there's so many racing sites.
There it is. There it is.
What was that? Oh, no way.
You fuse it with Miyotoko to make Invader of the Throne.
It fuses with. All right, so here's the thing. Who wants to know their bad news first?
Oh no.
Who wants to know the bad news first?
Go on.
Okay.
All right, Link, you get the bad news first. 2 parts of bad news. The first bad news is Protector of the Throne fuses with a ton of different things to make that. So it fuses with like any fiend, most moons, and like some other things. But that's minor, I guess. Like Umi, your interesting news is Javelin Beetle Pact is fusible. It's only fusible one way. It's Forest plus a specific equip that happened to be in your starter deck.
Are you telling me I have power in my shield?
You started with it.
That's so stupid. All I had to do was go with Forest.
And Umi, do you want to reveal your eye card?
So the eye card that I used was Ice Wall,
Oh.
in which I went and bought White Dolphin, and you can use any, wait, obviously,
Fish.
a baby.
Fish
Like,
plus female.
That's why I was, you know, when I saw eye, obviously I didn't want to say anything, because I was like, if I give it to you, I'm done.
Yeah, you missed ice water.
But I'm pretty sure you have, you either had White Dolphin, or you
Actually, don't see any fish. But like,
I have no fish.
but you can get one pretty easily. Oh man.
That protector was at first I was the A-Tech thing was for Black Pendant on the Villager 1
For Inviswire.
for Invisible.
Yeah. I thought you were doing Villager 2 at first for Electro Whip. For some wild thing.
Invader of the Throne for well normally and then I saw what fuses that for. Normally I'd get Protector of the Throne very quickly. Yeah, lots of breaks there. Okay,
It says it tends to be broken drops, like, I know it didn't drop.
It's a 26.
Yeah,
26. It did not drop in like 6 or 7 BCDs and then the first AS PAL bang.
Yeah. Electro Whip plus probably Wicked Mirror for Elegant Egotist plus plus Wicked Dragon makes Yamatron if you want to suffer.
Yeah.
I thought you were attacking for Electro Whip at first, but then I realized, wait, Villager 1 doesn't play this low, or Villager 2 doesn't play this low. That was, wouldn't have recommended Yamatron. In the end, Umi got the exact letters that I expected everybody to go for. Your O was just like, your final flames were insane. If you even wrote down cards. I didn't write down the cards, I just, I think you both made Armored Zombie.
Yeah.
B has, I saw Boulder Tortoise for Link. There's a lot of different things.
Yeah, I did Boy Scout.
Yeah. C was Cyber Soldier and Curse of Dragon.
Yeah.
D was Dark Witch and
I did Dark Wood Thorns first, actually.
Dark Thorns, Dark
Thanks
Witch.
to Fungi and Musk being my deck 3 times.
E should be Electric Lizard, and that's the only real thing. F, Flame Sword, Flame Swordsman, Flower Wolf.
G, sort of Pink Gigatet.
Yeah. H, Kyosuke.
That was like,
Starter deck as well, probably.
Yeah, you got it in your starter deck, I just couldn't find it.
and then what was quite funny was, I think it was in the school after I did Kappa Event.
Yeah.
I think you did Kappa Avenger first, honestly.
Oh yeah, it was Kappa Event.
Yeah. K was Kaminari Attack. Yeah. L was Lord of the Lamp, and that's basically it. Definitely interesting one to think of. M, probably Mystical Sand for both.
That was quite interesting because I was contemplating getting the Starships for Uber.
For Legendary Sword, yeah.
That being okay, I ended up getting 3 miles. So I was like, okay, I just need to get the L, and then all of a sudden I think, well, I'll find this in Platinum as well. And then all of the Platinum showed up. I was like, yeah, scrap. Legendary Sword straight away.
Yeah. N was Nekogal, and that's basically it, I think. O was Okazi and nothing else.
That one took me forever. Like, Warriors just didn't exist.
P was probably Pump King for both. Q, Queen of Autumn Leaves, easy. R was Rose Spectre, but it took like an hour.
It's because it was that room ship out. If I'd have had room ship, I would have ticked off quickly. But, yeah, all the way was just being painful.
Yeah, S is too many things to even mention. I think I saw a Stone Ghost for one of you.
I had stuff D.
Yeah. T, Twin-Headed, Thunder Dragon, Tripwire. The Immortal Thunder, yeah. U was Ushioni. V was Vermilion Sparrow. W, I saw Wood Remains for both, I think. Yamadron and Yamadron Ritual both require Elegant Egotist fusion.
So you would have had to have got it.
Electro Whip.
Job change mirror and electro whip.
It works with Wicked Mirror, which is like cheap as well.
I had Wicked Mirror.
Electro Whip's really common off my if you see that and try to make it there. But you need Wicked Dragon, which you had, or DT. Yeah. And then Z.
All 3 Wicked Dragons as well.
And then Z is Zombie Warrior. And there we go.
So all I needed to just instead of farming Weevil, I could have moved on to just mine.
Yeah. You'd have got electro whip. Like, ironically, I think I didn't have electro whip, but else likes.
saw a 30k white turtle somewhere.
I think I have a little bit of runs with the Siler. I think for me, this was probably like the most outlier, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It did get my brain moving a little bit.
This would have been interesting to do the full 4-person race.
Yeah,
I think so.
else to like at least stick on say if it was me, Link, and two other people, like another context to focus on those two.
Yeah, just someone tracking 2 and me tracking 2. You're one fusion away. Just casually wasted 8 minutes sitting there. Yeah, if you have any fiends, they work too. Well, assuming Link's still okay with fulfilling the gentleman's agreement, that means Umi moves on to the finals. There was a gentleman's agreement. No, Link doesn't have Black Pendant, but he did an A-Tech to try to get it. And he won, like, every magic except Black Pendant. The Villager 1's insane. He drops, like, everything you need. Yeah, because you got a couple Yamis from DMK. Should have made the end goal, like, also beat Jono 2, just for fun.
I'd have been like 4 minutes behind.
Yeah.
I was stuck in.
I don't think it made sense to make a progression requirement because, like, definitely progressing farther isn't even an advantage. It depends on what you go for. Alright, well, once Link finishes up, we're going to end. Our finals are set. Next week, at some point, we're going to have Umi versus Namitai versus Master Mars. So for our finals, we're going to try to start sometime next week. Ideally, like Wednesday or Thursday instead of Saturday, Sunday, because I don't have weekends off. But if we can only do Saturday, Sunday, with people's availability, we'll do Saturday, Sunday. And if anyone in chat has ideas for how to make a good 3-person layout that still has room for some kind of tracker for the runners, let me know. Worked on something. I don't have a lot of free time, but I can put something together. So if anyone's got any ideas, feel free. Gonna be 3-person layouts here soon. If you want to spell anything out on the field, spell out some things with 3 or 4 letters. Oh yeah, Karyushin with K. We didn't see that one. So I guess I'll ask both of you. What was your favorite and least favorite race goals from round 1? I'll probably like send out a survey and have everybody say what their favorite and least favorite was, because it's feedback for if we do this again. I think everybody said bingo was the worst. But it wasn't horrible. It's just it can be improved. The no twin-headed was bad. Should have been shorter, but it's I think it's an idea everybody wanted. It's just too hard.
The only reason why that was so painful was just for the fact that the round for me was on. And, you know, like trying to actually win all the equals necessary to deal with everything made the pain.
I'm gonna put something up on my screen. Flopsy, I'll answer your question after Link finishes up here, because I don't want to block his gameplay to show this off really quick. I was having that problem every time I was doing, like, trying to do my glitch fusion testing. I would get the card I needed, like, last card, like, every time. Just don't mess up. Alright.
There we go.
And there's the letter I. There's the letter I. It's interesting how you add different paths to the end, though. Alright, I'm gonna pop something up on the screen really quick just to show what I had for